watching Urban Debate 360 on Magic Bricks now. I'm Faye D'Souza. On this show, we have a power-packed lineup of news on civic issues that directly affect the quality of your life. Let's take a look at the headlines at this hour. A shocking attempt to murder a policeman is caught on camera. 4 youth near Mumbai are booked for trying to drown a policeman. This is the fourth such instance of violence against Mumbai's men in khaki in the last 15 days. And in the state of Karnataka, protests start across the state, but Karnataka abides by the Supreme Court order and releases water to Tamil Nadu. Now, pro-Kannada activists call for a massive statewide bandh on the 9th of September. Sink, die, but refund the money. That's the Supreme Court talking tough to real estate companies that rap super tech on the knuckles for project delays. But also in news that's coming in, taking a cue from airlines and from aggregators like Ola and Uber, the Ministry of Railways has now introduced surge pricing on long-distance trains. These fares will initially be applicable in the Rajdhani, Duronto and the Shatabdi trains. The fares will increase 10% for every 10% of the seats that are booked on the trains. The surge fares, however, will be capped at 1.5 times a base fare. Tatkal tickets will also be charged at 1.5 times the base fare. The new system will be rolled out starting Friday, the 9th of September, but it will not be applicable for tickets that have already been booked on these trains. Let's moving on to a developing story right now in Karnataka. Karnataka will comply with the Supreme Court directive and release Kaveri water to Tamil Nadu. This comes despite the government's claim of severe hardships. Remember, Karnataka government has claimed that if they release water to the state of Tamil Nadu, that there will be no drinking water in the cities of Bangalore and Mysore in summer next year. Tamil Nadu, on the other hand, has said that farmers need water for their crops in Tamil Nadu. Meanwhile, protests continued for a second day across Karnataka, Mandya being the epicenter of those protests. Pooja Prasanna filed this report from Bangalore.
In the heart of Bengaluru, effigies of Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, Jayalalitha, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, as well as the Water Resources Minister of Karnataka being burnt in the main road of Majestic, the main commercial area of Bengaluru by pro-Kannada organizations. Here the protesters are not just protesting on the sidelines of this particular area but blocking traffic. This road connects the railway station of Bangalore with the rest of the places, and the entire road has been blocked by protesters here for several minutes now, and they say that they're going to start the march from here, go all the way to Vidhan Soudha, where they will lodge their protest with the Chief Minister after he made a remark yesterday saying that with a heavy heart Karnataka has to release water. Late last night, 15,000 cusecs of Kaveri water was released to Tamil Nadu as per the directives of Supreme Court. And even as the Chief Minister says that he is still looking at possible legal options to ensure that the next 10 days they don't have to release water to Tamil Nadu. Protesters here clearly not placated by that statement, saying that the Chief Minister has let them down and the political parties who are doing nothing but lip service are letting them down time and again. Protests in Karnataka are only expected to escalate in the coming days, with 700 organizations supporting the bandh call that has been given for the 9th of this month. In the meantime, in Mandya, which is the hotbed of Kaveri protests in Karnataka, for the second consecutive day, the Bengaluru-Mysore highway has been blocked by protesters, and over 700 buses that are plying from Karnataka to Tamil Nadu and beyond have been asked to stay off-road. Situation expected to get worse if the political parties do not take stock of the situation and try to appeal to these protesters, try to come up with a formula in which their concerns are addressed. With Harish Dasappa in Bengaluru, Pooja Prasanna for Times Now.
Massive protests have erupted over the Supreme Court's direction to release Kaveri water to Tamil Nadu.
This government does not care. They don't respect their neighboring states. That is the problem.
These are arguments that have been made already before the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is the highest court of the land. This is not some panchayat that happened.
See, it is not the problem of Tamil Nadu or Bangalore. I am saying let us first look at what is the root cause of the water reduction in the Kaveri catchment.
Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Madam Dr. Jayalalitha ji,
is following the order of the Supreme Court. She is waiting for something good to happen to the Delta farmers who are committing suicide.
We have a shortfall of water because of the very bad rain. We don't have water even for drinking purpose.
The issue of Tamil Nadu is they need it for irrigation facility. First you need for drinking facility, then we can give for irrigation facility.
Going and destroying government property, going and taking the entire highway in their hands and stopping traffic is not the answer. And the government will deal with all these people very firmly.
Right.
And I assure you on this TV.
Are you watching The Urban Debate? Only on Magic Bricks Now.
Moving on to another shocking story. Footage has emerged in Kalyan in Maharashtra of one more Maharashtrian cop being attacked. The footage shows a gang of young men attempting to drown a policeman. Appalling footage on your screen shows a man dragging a police sub-inspector into a pond in an attempt to drown him, while a huge crowd stands around and watches doing nothing. The fight took place at a Ganapati immersion site on Tuesday. The police have in fact arrested the three young people who are seen attacked the police officer. You can see on your screen right now a crowd of people who are just standing around, nobody coming to the aid of that policeman who had to battle four people. My colleague Kajal filed this detailed report.
This is the exact spot where the youngsters had an altercation with the policeman who was trying to do the Visarjan here in this small pond. Yesterday was the 1.5 day Ganpati Visarjan. An altercation broke out and one youth tried to dunk the cop's head inside this water. This is the Jarimari Trust, and the idol was right here, and we're told that these are members of the Jarimari Trust itself that had tried to attack the cop. The cop eventually did manage to overpower that youngster, and he did bring him back to the banks of this pond. But even then, three other youths also joined. Now we hear that the police here has already registered a case against 4 young men, but the people around here not willing to really say anything. Most of them denying a Visarjan ever took place here. Some of them denying that any of their members were part of this entire incident. Somewhat a sense of fear has crept into the locals here who do not want to talk about the entire incident. But yes, considering that the youngsters did try to take law into their own hands, a police case has been registered against 4 youths.
Prakash also spoke to the police officer in question, Natheen Dagale. She asked him what happened that day when he was attacked by those 4 people.
We have with us Nitin Dagle, the cop who was dunked into the Visarjan pool by 4 youngsters in the Jarimari Mandal. मुझे बताइए कि एग्जैक्टली क्या हुआ था उस दिन रात को, क्या हुआ था?
तो विसर्जन की जगह वो बजा रहे थे बाजा भाई, उनको बोला आगे बजाओ या पीछे बजाओ, तुम उधर मत बजाओ, विसर्जन हो रहा है, कुछ भी अनुचित प्रकार कर सकता है। तो उधर से उनसे बातचीत हुई। उसके बाद उन्होंने विसर्जन करना बंद कर दिया। कोई विसर्जन नहीं करेगा इधर, किसी गणपति का विसर्जन नहीं होगा। लोग बाप्पा लेके आ रहे थे, वहां रखे थे बाप्पा, कुछ अनुचित प्रकार घट सकता, विटंबना हो सकती थी, इसके लिए मैंने उनसे बोला, नहीं, उन्होंने नहीं सुना। फिर बोला जो भी है खुद का बाप्पा खुद विसर्जित कर सकता है वो करो, ऐसा मैंने बोला। तो वो बोले कोई नहीं अंदर आएगा, तो बाप्पा नीचे रखे, तो मैं वही करने का। वो सडनली उनसे बातचीत, उन्होंने मेरे को पानी में ढकल दिया और मेरे को डुबाने की कोशिश की। बाद में हमारे वरिष्ठ साहब आए, उन्होंने हमको बुलाया, हम उनके साथ गए और जो 4 लड़के हैं उनके खिलाफ गुना दाखिल किया है।
सिर्फ आपका ही मुद्दा नहीं है, पूरे राज्य में बहुत सारे पुलिस वालों पर हमले हो रहे हैं, तो क्या पुलिस जो डिपार्टमेंट है उसमें एक तरह का थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजन, थोड़ा सा डर या कुछ पैदा हो गया है?
ऐसा हम नहीं बोल सकते, हमारा काम है, हमारी ड्यूटी करना पड़ता है हमको, हम ऐसा कुछ बोल नहीं सकते। हमको जो ड्यूटी दी है वो हमारा निभाना काम है, चाहे जिसमें जो भी हो सके उनका हमको पूरा ये करना है। जो जिम्मेदारी हम पे जनता की सेवा करना वो हमारा काम है, जिसमें हम कुछ हुआ तो हमारे वरिष्ठ अधिकारी हमारे साथ रहने वाले, ऐसा मेरे को विश्वास लगता है।
एक और आखिरी सवाल, मंडल वालों का आरोप है कि आप ही पहले से गुस्से में थे और इसी वजह से ये सब कुछ आगे आया।
मंडल वालों को अगर ऐसा कहना है, वो तो विसर्जन कर रहे थे, और बजाने वाले तो फिर बजाने वाले को और विसर्जन करने का संबंध क्या है? मेरा कहने का मतलब है, तो तुमने वो इश्यू पैदा किया, आप लोग जनता को ये रखते प्रेशराइज रखते हैं। अगर बापा का विसर्जन नहीं होता इसका मतलब तुम जनता को ये करके रखते हो ना, रोक के रखते हो। कुछ भी हो सकता है, विटंबना हुई तो सुपीरियर ऑफिस उधर, मैं वो सुपरविजन ऑफिसर, जिम्मेदारी किसका है? मेरा है।
Well, it brings us back to the fact that the police department is horribly understaffed in the state of Maharashtra, especially in Mumbai, as the bandobast for the festive season begins. 3 arrests have been made in this case. Disha Shah brings us this exclusive interaction with Sharat Chilar, the additional DCP of Thane, who's looking after that case.
We know for the fact that, police inspector was, attacked yesterday by a group of 4 people. So, over the course of one day, what has been the investigation so far, and how many arrests have been made already with regards to this case?
About this incident, Kolsewadi Police Station has registered an offence under section 307, 332, 353 IPC. There was an altercation between the police officer, police personnel, and some activities of Ganpati Mandal over the PT issue. Our officer tried to convince them, but they were not ready to listen. And all of a sudden, one of them pushed our officer into a tank and tried to kill him there. So this was the incident, and we have registered a case against them. And we were hunting today for the accused persons. And we have arrested 3 accused persons. One more is likely to be arrested very soon.
Of course, there are growing attacks against the Mumbai police. Shiv Sena Supremo Uddhav Thackeray was seen accompanying a delegation of concerned family members of police officers to meet the Chief Minister. The Chief Minister has had 2 such meetings up till now with family members of police officers and given them various assurances that the Chief Minister, that the government would work on some sort of policy for housing, policy for health of police officers. But there is a need here for the police, for the state government to come out and make a stronger statement that this sort of behaviour is completely unacceptable, that an assault on a police officer or a constable is an assault on society and an assault on the absolute fabric of the constitution and the law and order fabric in the state. I want to play right now the statement that Uddhav Thackeray of the Shiv Sena made to the media this afternoon.
आप सभी जानते हैं कि पिछले कुछ दिनों में पुलिस पर हमले दिन ब दिन बढ़ते जा रहे हैं। क्या चल रहा है, कौन कर रहा है, किसी ने भी करने दो, लेकिन उसकी सजा उसकी मिलनी चाहिए और तुरंत मिलनी चाहिए। साथ ही उनकी कुछ बाकी भी सवाल थे, समस्या थी। एक अच्छी चर्चा हुई है और खास कर मैं मानता हूं कि बड़ी उपलब्धि यही है कि अभी एक कमेटी निर्माण करने का फैसला हुआ है जिसमें इनके परिवार के सदस्य रहेंगे, सरकार से कुछ सदस्य रहेंगे और रोजाना उसका एक ये लिया जाएगा, मुआवजा लिया जाएगा और आगे क्या करना है, कैसे करना है, वो देखा जाएगा।
In fact, one of our reporters, Ruchi Deshpande, has been tracking the case of another assault that happened on a female constable who stopped a young lady in Mumbai for riding a motorcycle, for riding a bike without wearing a helmet. Ruchi will give us an update on the investigation happening in that case. Ruchi, has someone been arrested? What charge has been filed? What FIR has been registered?
There were 2 people who were arrested in this case. Firstly is the 23-year-old female rider who was the one who slapped Priyanka Khoth, who was the policewoman constable, who was associated with the Vilepalli police station. And the second is her brother, who she called on for assistance while doing so. Now, this, as per what the police over here tell Magic Bricks, now the duo was booked yesterday under the sections 353 and 332 of the IPC for assaulting a public servant, and then they were taken into custody. When we spoke to them today, they told us that the accused were now produced in the Andheri court. They are now in judicial custody, which means that they can now apply for bail from tomorrow. The police also told us that this offence was registered as an FIR, but it is a bailable offence, and they will file a charge sheet after conducting the entire investigation. Well, as for Priyanka Khoth, who was the policewoman assaulted by the duo, she has sustained no injuries as per what the police tell us, and she is already back on duty.
Why isn't the government reacting to this? Why isn't the government coming forward to stand with our policemen?
The government has in fact been very proactive in taking immediate steps and immediate action against all these attacks, unfortunate incidences which have happened as far as attacks on police force is concerned. Right since the time we have come into power, we have initiated various reforms for the police.
Congratulations to you, the media, and especially your channel for having raised this issue again and again.
There is no sufficient staff with him. If there would have been sufficient staff with him, this incident would not have taken place. He was a lone policeman looking after all these things. For last 3 years, there is no recruitment. There is no recruitment of PSIs, there is no recruitment of the head constables, there is no recruitment of the police staff.
I just want to know how the state government is going to stop the attacks.
Pursuing this. I cannot give a time limit at this point of time.
None of these issues is going to make any difference or cut any ice. We have failed the police, number one, by not taking deterrent and punitive action against those who assaulted the policeman. Assaulting a policeman is not an ordinary assault. It is an assault on the Constitution of India and on the uniform and the sovereignty of the country. And let me tell you from my experience, if assaulting a police officer in broad daylight, in public, is not serious enough to invoke the provisions of MACOCA and the NSA, then what is? I think every time I say that I will have it examined by the law department, I think I'm taking an escape route or giving an alibi to those who are assaulting the police and the police stations.
आज किती लोक तिथे जमा आहेत, त्या पोलीसवाल्याला ते बुडवत आहेत, त्यांच्यामध्ये एवढी ताकद आली कुठून? वर्दीवर असताना तुम्ही पोलीसवाल्याला त्याचं मर्डर करायच्या भावनेने त्याला दाबतायत, मारून टाकायचा प्रयत्न करतायत. हे असे नेत्या लोकांचे पाळून ठेवलेले कुत्रे बोलणार मी सरळ.
देवेंद्र फडणवीस जी ने आज नहीं कुछ दिन पहले बहुत सारे स्टेटमेंट्स, बहुत सारे पुलिस रिफॉर्म्स, बहुत सारे आश्वासन तो सिर्फ दिए नहीं है लेकिन एक्शन भी ली है.
It was a pre-planned thing. He was pushed and he was tried to be drawn. May I say this?
IPC Act which is pretty archaic.
I feel that if the government does not have money,
one minute. Let me finish.
We citizens are now so concerned about this because we need to see policemen on the road. I tell you, otherwise, we feel scared about it. Harshest kind of laws have to be applied, sections have to be applied, a clear message. What about that lady constable in BKC? She could not even get a hospital to get her admitted. She had to go from one hospital to another. How can we tolerate these kind of things happening?
Why didn't you visit that hospital?
Why are you trying to politicize?
I'm not politicizing. I'm asking you one simple question.
Pandey, why are you trying to politicize?
7 days he was in the hospital.
By just grabbing ground. We don't need politicization of this issue, Mr. Deshpande.
I'm not politicizing. I'm just asking you a simple question.
We don't need politicization.
No, your chief minister don't have time to visit Mr. Vilas Shinde when he was in the hospital. Your home minister don't have time to visit Mr. Vilas Shinde.
I will point out.
I cannot comment on the chief minister's schedule.
No,
I don't know.
Is it a bailable offence?
No, it is a non-bailable offence.
It's a non-bailable offence. It's a non-bailable offence.
As he rightly said, file a charge sheet immediately, fast track the trial. You have to follow the procedure and get them convicted. It's all there in black and white. I mean,
within 90 days they will get the bail.
Yeah.
File a charge sheet immediately. File a charge sheet immediately.
File a 3-page charge sheet. Why do you need such a long charge sheet, hundreds of pages? It's all there.
We're looking at the busy season when the festive season starts in the city of Mumbai, where the police constables are going to be asked to work without breaks, without holidays, sometimes all night, especially when it comes to bandobast. The least we can do as a state and as citizens is guarantee their safety. Well, moving on to other stories coming in from across the country on civic issues. The Greater Chennai Corporation has begun repairing the carriageway in one of the subways, and commuters in South Delhi's Rao-Tila Ram flyover will not get any relief. Take a look.
But let's begin with Chennai. The Greater Chennai Corporation has begun repairing the carriageway of Aranganathan subway that connects CIT Nagar to West Mambalam and Saidapet. Corporation officials say that they are laying a concrete road and have taken steps to prevent water stagnation in this area. We also hear that it will take about a week to complete the road resurfacing work. In Mumbai, Bombay Gymkhana and the BMC are locked in a bitter battle over the widening of the Hazarimal Somani Marg, which connects Fashion Street to CST in Mumbai. We also hear that the BMC is not changing its plan to take away a chunk of the Bombay Gymkhana's land. Officials landed up at the club's doorstep to measure the land they want to acquire. Sources also tell us that the entire road widening project is expected to cost about 4.3 crore rupees. In Bengaluru, after the Richmond Circle flyover, the BBMP is considering undertaking minor repair work on 7 other flyovers. Now, these include the Dairy Circle, National College Circle, Lingarajapuram, Banaswadi, Mattikere, Anand Rao Circle and Domlur flyovers. Meanwhile, the repair work at the Richmond Circle flyover is creating a traffic nightmare for residents. There's bad news for commuters who have traffic snarls around South Delhi's Rao Tula Ram flyover every day. There will be no relief until 2018, and an underpass will have to be built on the Benito Juarez Marg to divert traffic during the construction of a parallel flyover, which is expected to ease traffic problems in the area. Now, the underpass construction is expected to take up most of 2017, which means the flyover is likely to be ready only by the end of 2018.
Well, one of Mumbai's most awaited luxury projects, One Avignan Park, is in trouble. The structure that stands tall in one of the prime land parcels at Curry Road, as you can see on your screen right now, has been accused to have illegally procured a huge FSI, allowing it to go a lot higher than it's supposed to, costing the state government a loss of 2,000 crore rupees. The Bandra Metropolitan Court has directed the police to file an FIR against niche developers and further investigate into the matter. Suesha Sawant filed this report today.
One Avigna Park, which is a super luxury project, one of the prime developments at Curry Road, is now in a soup. RTI activist Vinod Mohanlal Jain had approached the Bandra Metropolitan Magistrate Court, which has directed the Kherwari police station to file an FIR against niche developers who are developing this project. He alleges that the developer has forged documents with the help of civic officials from BMC and Mahada to obtain an FSI of up to 4, and that has allegedly caused the government to a loss of nearly 2,000 crore rupees. Now, let me tell you that this project has been built on a plot of about 26,321 square meters, and what the builder says is that out of which the rehabilitation component is 45,000 square meters and 80% of which is the saleable component, that is 36,000 square meters. Now, this project has been on for the last 10 years. The FIR has been lodged against the COO Nishant Agarwal and his mother Hansa Agarwal, whereas the directors of the company are Jay Prakash Khemka and Sanjay Bhamboli. And we also spoke with the Kherwari police station. They said that it's a little early to talk right now, but the investigations are on this case. This is Suesha Sawant for Magic Bricks Now.
Well, the FIR was filed by RTI activist Vinod Mohanlal Jain, who alleges that the developer tampered with and submitted forged maps of the city survey land to the record department, which helped him get the FSI of 4 under the cluster urban redevelopment scheme. And of course, the regular 1.133 FSI that's available for development control regulations. Listen in.
गवर्नमेंट के पेपर फोर्ज करके बनाया गया, ये FSI चोरी की गई हुई है, और ये ट्रू एक्सट्रैक्ट जो कि लैंड रिकॉर्ड से मिलता है, उसी को उन्होंने जेरोक्स करके उसके ऊपर स्ट्रक्चर बता के उसको टेम्पर किया और उसके ऊपर ट्रू कॉपी करके माड़ा के ऑफिसर, आर्किटेक्ट और बिल्डर का साइन करते हुए उन्होंने सब जगह सबमिट किया और उसका 4 का FSI का बेनिफिट ले लिया, जबकि उसको सिर्फ 1.33 का FSI का बेनिफिट लेना था. ये करीबन 3,50,000 के आसपास उसको बेनिफिट मिलना चाहिए था 1.33 में FSI का, लेकिन उन्होंने इसका 4 का FSI बता के करीबन 9 लाख स्क्वायर फीट का उसका बेनिफिट ले लिया.
An FIR has been filed against you, according to which you have procured FSI of up to 4. That is illegal. What do you have to say about that?
We have procured an FSI of up to 4, but that is completely legitimate, and this scheme, this redevelopment project is being done under DCR 33-9, which has been in existence since 1991. So we are completely eligible for this. There were a lot of warehouses and tenants who were occupying these premises. So we have rehabilitated them, and in lieu of that, we have been given 4 FSI. So it's important for you to understand the entire 4 FSI doesn't come to the developer. A large proportion of this, about in excess of 2.2 FSI, actually goes in rehabilitating these tenants themselves. The balance is available for the developer for free sale component, by which he recoups his cost and investment of rehabilitating these tenants free of cost.
The allegation also states that the state government has lost up to 2,000 crores because of this scam.
Well, honestly, the bigger the number, the more hype it creates. This is a completely there is no sense in saying such numbers, because the project value is estimated to be around 1,200 crores. So I don't know where in a 1,200 crore rupee project how the state government can lose 2,000 crores.
According to the allegation also, there are a couple of BMC officers and Mahado officials who were involved in creating false plans because of which you could procure extra FSI. So what is on that front?
See, there is absolutely no grounds or no proof of these people making such allegations. If you come to think of it, it's very easy for people to allege that ye bhi aapka partner hai, wo bhi aapka partner hai. But when you go in and study, see, my project has been on for about 10 years now. In 10 years, there have been multiple UD secretaries, multiple municipal commissioners, multiple chief officers in Mahada. So it's not possible, or it's not, it's not been done over here, but it's not even possible for other projects to take so many people. This is a completely baseless allegation just to try and create a hype.
Right, that's a wrap on this edition of Urban Debate 360. Conversations continue on Magic Breaks Now. I appeal to you to log on to our website, tweet or call us and be part of the debates on how life is affected in your urban centre. If you're facing a problem in your city, whether that has to do with water or roads or any other civic issue, this is the place for you to get in touch and voice your opinion. Thanks for watching.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at magicbricksnow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.